Bulk week 3. So this morning I weighed in at 167.8 pounds and 17.4% body fat, the same numbers as last week, though I am seeing just a tiny bit more definition this week compared to last week, and also feeling great as well. My scale, that's just what it had me at. My macros having 210 grams of fat, 170 grams of protein, 50 grams of total carbs, and that put me at 2,770 calories for the week or for each day. And I just felt nice and strong in all of my sets, all of my lifts. My form is just on point, and I'm just feeling a great burn in whatever muscle group I'm working out on any given day of the week. So just very happy with the progress I'm making with my weightlifting, and just excited to see kind of how each week, how I just continue to progress. I will be getting a DEXA scan done 13 days from now on October 26th, and I'll have a nice definition as to how much lean muscle tissue I built over the course of the month of October. The ice showers, I bumped it up 15 seconds, so I went for 1 minute and 45 seconds. And I'm not doing those right after my workout. I'm doing them towards the end of the day, about a couple hours before I go to bed. And you typically don't want to do any type of ice bath or ice shower post-workout, because you can blunt a decent amount of the recovery that occurs. Whenever you ice something that's inflamed, it takes away the inflammation. Well, the inflammation is there to help the healing process. So if you just got done doing like an intense leg workout and you go sit in an ice bath for a couple minutes, you're going to blunt a little bit of that inflammation, which is helping to heal the muscle. So I've been allocating it towards the end of my day. And if you're feeling slightly sleepy towards the end of the day and you jump in that ice shower, it will wake you up. But I have noticed that my sleep has gotten better. My deep sleep has improved, falling asleep quicker at night, just feeling more tired when I go to bed. Other than that, just feeling really great, really good, enjoying all of the foods that I'm eating. I have absolutely zero cravings, zero temptations to eat junk food or sweets, and just extremely happy with just being back to normal keto. And the thing is, when you're doing some type of experiment on yourself with body composition, you do want to track. Now, what I could end up doing is, after a couple more months of weighing out certain things and this and that, then I could probably stop with weighing it for some amount of time. And then if I notice I'm starting to put on maybe like a pound of fat, all right, now let's take out the kitchen scale again. Let's start weighing the food again and making sure I'm not overdoing it a little bit. So that's something that I could end up doing. I enjoy tracking the food. I know some people, it drives them nuts and crazy and everything has to be to the T. But for me, it doesn't bother me at all. Usually sometime in the morning, I'll plan the next day's meal, but that also holds me accountable. Not that I'm going to cheat or deviate, but for those of you that maybe have a hard time sticking to your health plan your food the day before. I use MyFitnessPal, not a plug for them, but that's just the app that I use. I use the free version, but there's other ones out there too that you can use. But by planning a day ahead, getting your meat out of the freezer the afternoon or the night before to start to defrost it, and then the next morning it's defrosted, you got to use it. It's not like you can't just leave it there. I mean, you could, but if you don't want it to really go bad after a few days, you need to use it. So that's my strategy to keep me kind of stringent on my macros, my meal for the next day, and just staying consistent. And when you're staying consistent, you're going to see results. And consistency takes time. Someone like me, who's been doing this particular eating pattern, workout pattern for several years now, that just by making a little tweak here and there, after 2 to 3 weeks, I'm going to see some decent results just from that. Someone that is just making a change for the first time in maybe decades or the first time in their life, 2 to 3 weeks to them, they might not see much, but there is improvement happening, and it takes time. Think about if you're 28 years old, you got 80 pounds to lose. Well, the body that you currently have at age 28 and you're 80 pounds overweight, that took 28 years to create that body. It's not going to disappear after a week, a month. It might not even disappear after 6 months. It could take a year. But after a solid year of being consistent and not deviating, that person can make a dramatic change in their body composition and the way that they feel and their health. So, well, that's all I've got for you guys today. Please keep it locked in here on my channel as I now go through this bulk diet following my ketogenic bodybuilding prep. And I'll see you all next week for the end of week 4 of this bulk diet.